Aloha friends, thanks for joining me. My name is Susie. Welcome to Yoga on the Farm on the Big Island of Hawaii. I wanted to take a moment since most of us are experiencing some level of anxiety and functioning, all of us, with an underlying level of stress. So I wanted to offer some of my favorite restorative poses, which I'll be doing in several different videos. And this one is going to be called Babbling Brook pose. So we've got a few props here, but don't worry, if you don't have props, that's fine. Got some substitutions that you can pull from your home. So here's a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, no problem. Just grab a couple of pillows, tie them together, maybe with a strap if you have one. If not, a necktie or even a belt will do. If you have one really big, thick, and fluffy pillow, that would work. You don't need to have two of them together if you don't want to. You could also use, instead of a bolster, a nice blanket rolled up. So if this is too much or too high, or doesn't provide the level of support that you need, you can certainly have that as a substitute as well. And then I have a couple of blankets here. I have two blankets because these are actually pretty thin blankets. So if you have a bath sheet, or even if you have a beach towel, those work great because those are usually super thick and fluffy. So you just need one of those, but if you have two smaller blankets, then put them together. And that way we can combine them and make a bigger blanket. So let's talk about the blankets real quick to get to the fold that we're going to work on. So if you have a small blanket, what you're going to want to do is fold it in half first long ways, and then fold it in half again. And we'll kind of call this our starting fold. So we're going to open it up here at the starting fold for this one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold in halfway on one side, and then fold in halfway on the other side. So we get kind of this accordion fold. And then this is going to be placed kind of around here on the mat. Your next blanket, we'll take it so that it's here in this nice halfway fold. So if you're here, fold it in one more time. And the top part of it is actually going to remain, so you can actually put, if you have the strings on these yogi blankets, leave them up at the top. And then this bottom part, we're going to roll up just a little bit, because this is going to be a neck roll and provide some support for our neck. And that's going to go up here at the top of the mat. So what we want to do is leave a space right here, probably like maybe a good hand length, but enough space here, and you can kind of make some adjustments with the neck roll if you need to once we get down there. So let's go ahead and try to come into position here. And what we're going to do is make sure that the bolster, if you're using a bolster or whatever prop, is kind of over here in like the mid part of the thigh, and then supporting the knees and up here into the calves. And then we're going to go ahead and lie back. This blanket here in the middle is going to be right here at the bottom of our shoulders. And then our shoulders are actually going to snugly fit, if you need to bring in the bolster a little bit more, into that nice little space that we created between the neck support and the other blanket. So the arms kind of naturally come out to the sides. Make any sort of adjustments that you need to with your hips or any other parts of the body. And then just open up the arms, palms facing up towards the sky. You'll feel that this midsection right here around the chest and the heart space is nice and open. So that's the whole point of this. A lot of us do a lot of sitting, or perhaps we're at a computer throughout the day. So for those of you, this would be a really terrific restorative pose to do even for 5 or 10 minutes every day at the end of your workday perhaps, or even before you go to bed. Should feel great, should hopefully reverse any sort of rounding in the back that may occur during the day as we sit at computer. But just settle into the pose, just take a couple of nice deep breaths. soften the muscles around the face, around the eyes, and that space between the eyebrows. Breathing in and out of the nose, hearing the sound of the breath at the back of the throat, that Ujjayi breath. And try to elongate those inhales and exhales. And with each exhale, see if you can soften and allow the body to just become heavier and heavier. Just simply melting into the support of the mat, of the earth. And with each inhale, really visualize that heart space opening up. If the arms feel like they might need a little bit of support, you could always add a cushion or a little pillow or a blanket on either side. And then that way the arms are elevated and supported a little bit more. So really the beauty about restorative poses is just finding that ultimate comfy spot for you. And that's different for each one of us. So take the time and play with it and find that ultimate comfort position for you. So I invite you to stay here for at least a good 5 to 10 minutes if you're doing this pose. It takes a moment for our brain to relay the message to our body to relax. So that breathing, bringing the awareness to the breath and really allowing your body to settle in to the pose and relax. Put on some nice music, something soft. Just do something nice for yourself. Take advantage of just doing a little bit of self-care each and every day. Like I said, if you're experiencing anxiety or stress, this could be a really great solution to incorporate into your daily routine. But give it a shot. Let me know what you think, and I'll be offering some more of my favorite poses here shortly. So thanks and aloha. My name is Susie again from the Big Island of Hawaii.